Welcome to this reading adventure. The name of this book is The Ugly Duckling. Oh my! Mother Duck worried as she felt a shifting beneath her. 1, 2, 3, 4. She counted aloud as she climbed from the nest and saw 4 eggs rocking back and forth. Crack! Mother Duck looked it on as one of the eggshells split open. Crack! Crack! 2 of the other eggs began to open up. Mother Duck's chest puffed out and she proudly smiled as she watched her beautiful yellow ducklings free themselves from each of their shells. 1, 2, 3, she counted. Such beautiful ducklings. Step into the new world, Mother Duck pleaded as she nudged the remaining egg. Your brother and sisters are waiting for you. The remaining egg, which indeed was larger than the first 3, rolled it from the nest onto a nearby rock. Crack! The shell split open and gasp! Mother Duck exclaimed. The 3 other ducklings, along with their mother, watched their new brother, a large gray duckling, wrestle free from the shell. The 4 ducklings then followed their mother as she made her way along the trail toward the nearby pond. The larger of the babies struggled to keep up as he stumbled on the weeds and then tumbled down a hill. Mother Duck reached the pond, stepped in, and swam in a circle as she called to her ducklings. Come, swim with me. This is fun, giggled one of the yellow ducklings as she stepped into the pond and began to swim. Hurry up and join us, shouted the other sister duckling. Leave him behind. The brother duckling scowled at the large gray duckling. Wait for your brother, Mother Duck scolded as she swam toward the gray duckling and nudged him into the pond. Follow me, Mother Duck instructed her ducklings as she proudly looked back at them as they swam behind her. Good day, Mother Duck, said a large snapping turtle as she poked her head from behind a log. My, what beautiful! Your 3 children are so beautiful, though I do declare that the gray one looks a bit ugly. Mother Duck circled the ducklings and led them away, saying, Don't pay attention to that turtle. She is probably having a bad day. But did she say I was ugly? The gray duckling asked. I said, don't pay attention to her, Mother Duck said to the gray duckling. Good day, Mother Duck. A bullfrog called from a nearby lily pad. My, what beautiful! Your 3 children are so beautiful, though I do declare that the gray one looks a bit ugly. Mind your own business, Mother Duck warned, circling her ducklings and leading them away from the lily pad. Don't pay attention to that bullfrog. He is probably having a bad day. But did he say I was ugly? The gray duckling asked, looking up to his mother. I said, don't pay attention to him, Mother Duck said to the gray duckling. Just because you look a bit different doesn't mean you're ugly. As Mother Duck and her ducklings rounded the bend of the pond, they were greeted by an otter who said, Good day, Mother Duck. My, what beautiful. Your 3 children are so beautiful, though I do declare that the gray one is an ugly-looking fellow. Mother Duck shook her head, circled her ducklings, and led them on the long swim back home. Did that otter say I was ugly? The gray duckling asked, looking up to his mother as they neared their home. Don't pay attention to that otter, Mother Duck said. Otters often have bad days. When Mother Duck and her ducklings reached the bank of the pond where the trail that led to their nest rested, Mother Duck said to her ducklings, You can play in the pond while I gather worms for our lunch. I don't want to play with Ugly, the gray duckling's brother shouted as he looked at him. Me neither, one of the duckling sisters joined it in. Count me out, the other sister said. That's no way to talk to your brother, Mother Duck scolded. Apologize to him right now. Sorry, Ugly, the gray duckling's brother muttered. Yeah, sorry. One of the sisters mumbled. Me too, said the other sister. Get out of the water right now, Mother Duck demanded of her 3 ducklings. You can still play, Mother Duck smiled at the gray duckling. Enjoy the pond. I will come and get you when lunch is ready. Mother, am I ugly? The gray duckling cried as tears from his eyes poured into the pond. No, son, you are just different. You are different. But always remember that you are beautiful, Mother Duck assured as she turned around and followed the other 3 ducklings along the trail. I am ugly, the gray duckling cried aloud as he looked at his reflection in the pond. It's no wonder that no one likes me. Tears poured harder and faster from the great duckling's eyes as a flock of geese flew overhead and squawked. Look at that ugly duck in the pond, with tears flooding his eyes. The gray duckling could barely see, and he unknowingly strayed from the pond. He mistakenly drifted into a stream. The water rushed faster and faster, and the duckling could not turn around. He floated for days, and then weeks, and then months through the end of spring, all summer long, through the falling leaves of fall and the snowflakes of winter. And finally, on an early spring day, he drifted into a big lake where he came to rest. Oh my, he thought, where am I? Despite his confusion, he heard a loud noise of flapping wings overhead. When he looked up, he saw a flock of large birds, the most beautiful birds he had ever seen. The birds circled around and then joined him in the lake. My, you all are so beautiful. What kind of birds are you? The gray duckling asked. We are swans, one of the beautiful birds laughed. Yes, swans, just like you, another one of the beautiful birds joined it in. Just like me? The gray duckling asked. As he looked into the lake, his reflection indeed revealed that he had grown into a beautiful swan. Yes, just like me. He beamed as he soared high into the sky with the other swans following. What a beautiful world! The swan, who had once been a gray duckling, exclaimed. He and the other swans soared high and looked down at the magnificent sights. Help us! Help us! Please! From below disrupted the serenity, sparing the beautiful swan to fly downward, and to his surprise, he saw the snapping turtle, bullfrog, and otter huddled together crying. We're lost and can't find our way back to the pond. Follow me, said the swan proudly as he led the trio through the woods and back to the pond. What a beautiful world! Yes, 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 the snapping turtle, bullfrog, and otter agreed. The world and all in it are beautiful. Thank you for joining me in this reading adventure about the Ugly Duckling. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.